Alright everybody, I'm Adrian, this is Rabona TV, and before we hit every single one of the top 5 leagues in Europe, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and France, and England. A lot of people have been contacting me saying that my videos aren't making it into their subscription boxes. So, what you gotta do right now is gonna take 1.3 seconds of your life is just hit that little bell icon right below this video, right beside the subscribe button, or subscribed button, and you should be good. You'll get notifications every time I upload a video. Cool? Do it. Alright, let's go. I'll do the Rabona weekend spotlight towards the end of this video, just to switch it up. I forgot to do it last week and no one said anything. First off, a round of applause for Gareth Barry, who set a new Premier League appearance record with 633 appearances. Wow, he surpassed Ryan Giggs' previous record of 632, and that is pretty impressive, if you ask me. He started in 1998 with Aston Villa, then moving on to Manchester City, where he won an FA Cup in 2011 and a Premier League title. His team couldn't get the win today against Arsenal thanks to Alexandre Lacazette and some shoddy refereeing at times, but he'll still go down as a Premier League semi-legend. Alright, to the rest of the Premier League action, now that we've gotten those pleasantries out of the way. There were some serious slammers of matches this weekend, and Manchester United vs Southampton wasn't one of them, unless of course you're Jose Mourinho and you live for those kind of matches. The craziest thing to come from that match was that Romelu Lukaku has scored more goals than all of Southampton this Premier League season, despite having around 50 shots less than them. They need a dude who can put the ball in the back of the net. Spurs vs West Ham was one of the good ones though. Because Spurs weren't playing at Wembley, they were actually allowed to win a Premier League match, despite West Ham winning more matches against Tottenham in Premier League history than any other side. Serge Aurier got 2 yells in 6 minutes, but anything he could do, Harry Kane could do better, with goals at least, as he grabbed a brace in just 4 minutes. His first was assisted by Dele Alli, and of Alli's 17 assists in the Premier League, 11 of them have been to Kane. Speaking of which, he's scored 7 goals in his last 6 matches against West Ham, and he's also hit the woodwork more than any other team in the Premier League this season. By the way, Aurier's red card was the first for a Spurs player since May of 2015. And by the way, the player in question was Vlad Chiriches. And Christian Eriksen, who scored a goal, moved past our Lord and Savior, Lord Bentner, to become the top scoring Dane in Premier League history. Leicester vs Liverpool shared the same score as the last match we talked about, West Ham vs Tottenham. And we also saw Philippe Coutinho returning to form and banging in another goal from outside the box. He also grabbed an assist for Mo Salah's opener. That free kick goal from Couty Boy means that he scored more goals from outside of the box than any other player in the Premier League since his debut in 2013. Salah's goal made him Liverpool's most productive player of the season so far, as he's had a hand in 7 different goals. That's including goals and assists, people, in all competitions so far. Just think if he hadn't spurned so many chances earlier in the season. Leicester put up a really good fight and perhaps could have gotten a result if Simon Mignolet hadn't saved Jamie Vardy's penalty, which was Mignolet's 7th penalty save of 15 penalties faced in the Premier League since joining Liverpool in 2013. Moving right along, Crystal Palace of course fired Frank de Boer just a few weeks ago and brought in old Uncle Woy. But the board may be realizing, and if they aren't realizing it, they're pretty stupid, that they have bigger problems at this club than just the manager position. De Boer couldn't do it, although the team did relatively well in the match before he got sacked, and Roy Hodgson certainly hasn't been doing it either for the club. Right now, trying to get a win is like trying to light a match in a hurricane. It's looking almost impossible. So let's look at their opponents on the day first. Manchester City, who, by the way, have scored 23 goals in their last 5 matches and conceded just once. They became the first side to score 5+ goals in 3 consecutive top flight matches since the 1958-59 Blackburn side. David Silva grabbed 2 assists on the day, taking his season tally to 6. Sterling grabbed a brace, taking his season goal tally to 5 in 5. And Leroy Sané grabbed 1 of each for 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 appearances. Now to Palace, and things are looking grim, my man. 0 points, 0 goals for, and it's looking like 0 chance of improvement as they face Manchester United away and Chelsea at home in their next 2 fixtures. They became the first ever English side to not score a single goal in their opening 6 matches, are the only side in the Big 5 European leagues to not register a single goal, and must have a pretty depressed set of fans right now. The opposite of which are Chelsea fans, as their team is looking buff, with the return of Eden Hazard and with both Morata and Batshuayi banging in the goals as of late. I will gladly put my hands up right now and say that I was wrong regarding whether Alvaro Morata would fit into the Chelsea system. Hey, you gotta admit when you're wrong, people. There's no shame in that. As Morata has been going ham, egg, and cheese in the attack, and my god, does this dude ever love a header. Chelsea have attempted 7 headed shots this season in the Premier League, all by Morata, and he has scored all 3 of the ones that have been on target. After 6 Premier League matches for Chelsea, Morata has equaled Diego Costa's record of being involved in 8 goals, with 6 goals and 2 assists with a 50% conversion rate. Alright, Italia, as Paulo Dybala continues to slay the Serie A as he put 2 past Torino, and takes his goal tally to 10 in just 6 matches, and with his long-range strike against Torino, he scored more goals from outside of the box than any other player in the Serie A for the last 4 years. But you know who else is killing it pretty hard in the Serie A? Ciro Immobile. It's Immobile watch time! This former Juventus reject and Sevilla and Dortmund flop has completely turned his career around with Lazio. Across 2 seasons, he's scored 39 goals in 49 appearances. This season, he scored 11 and notched 3 assists across all competitions, and in the Serie A, has been involved in more goals than any other player, with 8 for himself and 3 assists. Last season, he managed to score 23 in 36 appearances, so odds are favorable for him to smash that record. Inter is finding life much easier in the Serie A under Luciano Spalletti, as I expected, as they have made it 5 wins and 1 draw after 6 matches, conceding only twice. Milan, on the other hand, picked up their 2nd loss, and I mean, of course they're going to pick up a few losses along the way. They're not going to win the Serie A this season. Like I said in my predictions, it's tough to stitch a completely new team together and not expect some bumps in the road. Are they going to be a great team next season and the season after that? Probably, especially with the financial backing, if they can build on the team that they already have. This season, it's a lot to ask of the manager and the players to just immediately gel and slam the league. So Juve stays on top of the league just on goal difference though, as they stay ahead of Napoli, and those 2 teams don't play each other until January, unfortunately, and by then, who knows what their fortunes will be. One could have completely fallen off, but hopefully both of them will still be going strong and we can have a great little winter grudge match. Another dude who's not afraid to score a goal once in a while is Monaco's Radamel Falcao, as he grabbed a brace against Lille in a 4-0 win, which were his 200th and 201st European competition goals. That win moved Monaco into 2nd place while they're already in 2nd place, but just 3 points behind PSG now, who faltered on the road against Montpellier and their 5-3-2 formation. Neymar wasn't in the squad, and despite PSG outpossessing Montpellier 75-25, outshooting them 10-5, all they could manage was a 0-0 draw. So, it is possible to get a result against PSG in Ligue 1. Alright, before we hit up Germany, let's just give a friendly what up to Atletico Madrid, who I had kinda written off of getting no more than just 3rd place in La Liga, mainly due to the distraction of Griezmann potentially leaving, and he still might do so in January or next summer, with Simeone being rumored to go to Inter Milan or anywhere abroad, any other team but Atletico, and moving into a new stadium. Well, all these things have been resolved and then some. As Griezmann stayed, Simeone stayed. They're getting further options in the attack with Diego Costa joining up in January. The new badge is looking sick, although very much like the USA soccer badge. And life at the Wanda Metropolitano, their new stadium, is wonderful. I'm sorry, I had to do it. As they've played there twice now, winning 2 matches, scoring 3 goals and conceding 0. So big up to them in 2nd place in the league, just 4 points behind Barca, whom they actually play next month on October 14th. Alright, this week's Rabona Weekend Spotlight shines upon Borussia Dortmund. Now, last Friday I talked about how sick their defense has been, but after this past weekend of action, their attack ain't too shabby either, as they've scored 5 more than the 2nd highest scorers, Bayern Munich, who, by the way, only managed a 2-2 draw against 13th place Wolfsburg. But back to Dortmund, as they stomped Borussia Mönchengladbach 6-1, and in the process, P.E. AUBAMEYANG grabbed a hat-trick and picked up an assist along the way, making him the top scorer in the Bundesliga once again, scoring 42% of Dortmund's Bundesliga goals. By the way, he came close to scoring 5 in this one as he hit the bar twice. And of course, with the 6-1 scoreline, Mönchengladbach became the first team in the league to put a goal past Dortmund, whose clean sheet run lasted 516 minutes of football. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today. I feel like this is a really good time. If you're new around here, why not hit that subscribe button? If you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button, hit that bell, so you make sure you get every single one of my videos in your little subscriber box. I'm not sure when my next video could be. It could be in a while, so just hang tight, and I'll be right back with a whole bunch of FIFA content, football content. Maybe we'll do live watch-alongs. Anything is possible. I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands. Love ya. Take care now. See you in the comment section. Bye.